could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. Your check is I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time, you got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. Your check is I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts. Never waste time, you got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off, what do you like? Make a dream job, no 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. Your check is I'm chess, what's happening next? Yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions in the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me.
Yes, good people. Big up to all of you. I appreciate you all once again finding the time to be with me on the show, specifically the Blue Morning Show. I appreciate you all. Today we will address some news items and then we'll go on to do the tier list exercise where we'll have a conversation, a debate whether Chelsea should keep, loan, or sell a particular player. We have 3 categories. We'll talk more about that when we get to that aspect of the show. But more importantly, I do hope you're all doing well, and I appreciate your patience with me as we try to get things together. And by the way, the maintenance is still going on behind the scenes. It's been slow. For personal reasons, but that's by the way. I hope you're doing well. Once again, I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Sit back, relax, and let's get into the show. Yes, people, once again, welcome back to Chelsea Perspective. I do hope you're all doing well. Please, if you're following the show, keep dropping the likes on the stream, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't, as we're getting closer and closer to 20,000 subscribers. And I've told you what we have lined up, some news items to address or some reports to address, and then we will get to the the tier list exercise where we'll debate or have a conversation on whether the club should keep, loan, or sell certain players. Yeah, you guessed it, a lot of players on the list. And then if you think the club should sell a player that you did not see on the list, then we'll have the conversation too. And that's my bro Constantine Dundee. Nice to see you, brother. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Hello to you too. Yep, let's see in the building. Gavin, nice to see you, Mr. Gavin. I hope you're doing well, bro. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Yep, that's me there. And the Chelsea Ultra. It's been a minute. I hope your absence is that you've been busy and nothing bad has happened on your end. But more importantly, nice to see you. Says good morning to you, beautiful Blues. I hope everyone is having a great day. You can say, yeah, I'm not going to speak for everybody. I say, yeah, I'm good. And thank you for asking. I hope you're doing well too. And I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. So, once again, I want to appeal before we continue. I want to take this opportunity to appeal to those of you who are watching. But for one reason or the other, you're not able to participate in the chat. Just know that we appreciate you. And that's because you watching alone does go a long way. So I want to say thank you to you first. And if you don't mind, please, we want to ask you for one tiny bit of favor, which is to take a second and drop a like on the stream for us. Nobody will even know, and we'd really appreciate that. So thank you once again to all of you in the chat. I appreciate you all. Cannot thank you enough. And Chelsea Archer saying thank you. Well, just very busy helping family move home. So, oh, moving isn't easy. But thank you for letting us know that you're okay. More importantly, we appreciate that. So let's start addressing the items we have lined up. And the first item here is a report by Lou Class. I'm not sure I know who that is. But anyway, it says that to confirm Jordan has suspended talks with Chelsea until the end of the season. The loss to Liverpool in the final affected their image. Jordan would primarily like to boast about the third or fourth kit in the Champions League. There's no vision to replace match or away shirts. So yeah, that will let the owners know, even if you think the owners they're just here to make profits. That this report will let them know, or or you can say, how do I reference this issue right here? It's an issue. Will let them know that yeah, even if your priority is to make profits, you have to be one of the best to attract the biggest name, big name sponsors. I think we've said that even before this happened. We've talked about on occasions the importance of doing well. So that you're able to attract big name sponsors. I think they will learn a big lesson there. I think they will change things a bit, or maybe mix things up a bit to get there as soon as possible, and not wait for the kids will have to get that. They're good enough, but it will take time for them to start performing at that level. That will mean that we will be where we believe Chelsea should be. And I have my bro Jude Mesola. A lot of people are in the house. Good morning, coach, and everyone in the chat. Good morning to you too, Jude. I hope you're doing well, and I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I cannot thank you enough for all your support, bro. Hopefully, we'll start streaming on your end whenever you can find time. You can find a date. Constantine that says, Coach, but if we get to FA Cup final and we play a team that has already qualified for Europe, even if we lose, we will get Europa League. I think so. Yeah, not that far out of reach. You could argue getting to the final won't be easy. Because I think beyond Leicester City, chances are we'll be meeting some of the top Premier League clubs. You can say more rehearsed than we are, but let's see what happens. I mean, it's a good. That's another great opportunity to get to the final at least, and hopefully we'll be one of those clubs in the top four, which are already by the end of the season will still be there. Then we might get lucky and still get there just like you've explained. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Chelsea Ultra in the house. Yes, I've said hello to him. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. How many likes? 17 likes, and we're just 13 minutes into the show. But we can do better than that. And if you're a moderator, please keep reminding people to keep liking the stream so that I can concentrate on hosting the show. And also, all of us in the chat, if you belong to a group on social media, if you don't mind, please kindly share the link to the stream so that some of the group members can come join us here. Appreciate you all. And if you're following the show on X, formerly known as Twitter, just know that we appreciate you watching there. Does go a long way, but if you can look at your screen, there's something a secret there that and we're serious about that. But also, please kindly tap your screen. I think not tapping your screen, that's how you like the video on X. And also do follow our X account so that whenever we go live, you'd be notified and you're not going to miss anything. Constantine Dante here saying, well, basically, We need to just beat Leicester City, which should not be hard, and semi only. It will be a Europe qualified team in the final, pretty much. Sure, yeah, I believe you. Heston, I don't, because it's Leicester City, and I hope things have changed. Maybe I don't know, because it's a second division team. I don't know, and I'm concerned because Charity FC is well and truly in existence, but hopefully we'll find a way to beat them. We'll see what happens. Let's take it one by one. Yeah. JC, nice to see you. Did I miss JC's comment? JC here says, big up Cucurella, Dante, and everyone in the chat. JC, this is for you. I appreciate you finding the time. I was hoping the soundboard doesn't work so that I can blame you coming from the H place with the heat and all that, melting some mechanism inside the soundboard. Today I just watched stream chats in a boring meeting and cannot. I feel bad for you. I feel bad for you. Better concentrate, man. Just see you saying if we lose any of our next 4 games, the pot should be fired on the sport. But unfortunately, that's not going to happen for other reasons that we've talked about here. Be careful writing Leicester City off. Yeah, that's why I'm saying a second division team, and hopefully our boys don't go into the game with the mindset that we've won already, and then get the surprises of their respective lives. We've not had a great season, and they are on fire. Yep, they've been winning plenty, but I think they've started struggling of late. They've lost. They were topping the second division team by nearly 10 points a while ago, but I think that's been cut down to around 3 points or so. Yeah, they struggled of late, but still they can do some damage if we give them the space. Chelsea Archer has saying we need to be very professional. Yep, we need to go into the game knowing that we have to put in the work to win and not take anything for granted. Opportunity to go if you cannot beat Leicester City, if Europe is so important. Up to them to decide what they want to do with them. I'm so convinced that he'd be here come the end of the season. We are at home, Leicester City, so that helps. Maybe. I just want to see it happen. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. 13 likes, 20 likes, and we are 17 minutes into the show. It looks like we're doing really well with the likes. So please keep dropping the likes on the stream, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. The likes to go along with. Just give me 1 second there. I wanted to take care of something. I'm not sure what's happening to my system. And my other bro is in the house. Yeah, Rich Money Makers. Nice to see you, Rich Money Makers. Legend coach and a legend jersey. And finally, we're getting the best set B coach from Brentford. Yep. You just took that away from me. I wanted us to talk about that later on as the show progresses, but that's fine. I think it's a good progress. It's a move towards the right direction to sort out a specific issue that has been apparent during our games of late. Nice to see you. More importantly, Frank Lampard justifies my point of view. I have always stated that the problem with Chelsea is beyond the coach. Just cannot fire him. Just can fire him, and nothing will still change. I think we knew that. A lot of us know that. I have my opinion, but I knew before time firing him will not solve our problem. My opinion of him is of long term, not short term, if you understand my point. But I get where you're coming from. Yep, there are multitude of reasons. That is the reason why we're struggling. It's not just down to the manager being ineffectual or being a manager's ineptitude or that. There are other reasons. We have an entirely new team, inconsistencies, uncertainty, a very young squad, also lack of experience is an issue too, and all that. Coach, you sounded like you don't have belief in Potter to get past Leicester City. Here's the thing: I don't know the team, not partially. I don't know the team that well to come out and say, yeah, I'm confident this is what will happen. This will be the outcome of our next game, even when numbers say we can actually beat the opposition. If you get my point there. So I wouldn't say it's a matter of that's reflective of where we are as a club right now. Not really that, not because we have a bad team or because we have a manager who isn't good enough and all that. You get my point. Yeah, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes will go a long way. When Lampard was here, it was basically completely different, a different team. So not really the same. Yeah, you could argue not the same. I agree. Nervous about the FA Cup game, JC. It's only natural to be nervous, but some people are built differently. Some would tell you, will come out and tell you that they're confident that we'll beat them, and reflective of how they really feel about that game. Uh, But that's by the way. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up. 20 likes, and we are 20 minutes into the show. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's get the likes up. The aim is to get it to 100 likes. I know we can. And if you're a moderator, please, especially the OGs here, keep reminding people to drop the likes on the stream and also share the link to the stream on whatever social media platform where you have a presence so that more people can come join us. So let's move on to the next item we have lined up, people. Let's go. All right. Chelsea, this particular report, Chelsea Dodgers quoting Nizaki Sala, it says that Chelsea are interested in a summer move for talented young little centre back, Laney Euro. Yeah, Laney Euro. I don't know him. I'm not going to pretend I know him, but I'm going to do my research to learn more about him. Maybe probably I've seen him play, probably one paying attention on how good he is. Yeah, but let's see. I think the performance of Malagus these days means that we'll still be focused on signing young talents, and I think there's a specific report actually which addresses that. Saying that Chelsea are looking to sign three of the best young talents in world football, so that approach isn't going to change. But I'm convinced that they will start mixing things up. And if you know him that well, can you talk more about him in the chat? And then when I get to your comment, I will talk about it. Let's see what else we have. We have addressed that one, and this one here, it will be fine. Let's see what else we have here. We have enough players with dreads, so we don't want any more player with dreads in our team. Okay, let's see if we get more. We will become nicknamed Dreads FC. Yeah. Let's see what else we have here. Rich Money Maker saying, talking to Constantine Dante. So, do you know Lenny Euro? If you know him well enough, can you talk about him a bit in the chat so we can learn more about him? I don't know him really. Probably I've seen him play, but wasn't paying attention to learn how good he is. But I'll do my research to learn more about him. Big up to you too, Vic. Nice to see you. Get us that Euro boy, Kids FC. If he's good enough, I mean, if we're going to be signing kids, I might as well focus on signing the best around. It will take a while for things to fall into place, but when it does, we will be a special team. So yeah, if we're going to be signing kids, focus on signing the best. So let's hear you, if you know Euro very well, let's hear you talk about him. Nearly a legend, so he's not there yet. Okay, Lenny Euro, all big clubs are after him. Next big thing in defenders CB, so that's why we're going after him. So yeah, if we're going to be signing kids, we might as well just sign him. But I'll do my research. I don't know him. I'm not gonna pretend I do. But let's move on to the next item we have lined up here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. And quickly, I want to say my condolences to the family of my friend and a brother Oando. Let me see. That's again a lot of people on X go by their nickname. Let me see if I can see his real name there. Yeah. On Dona. Okay, on Dona, if you're listening, I did see your message and I responded to it. Just remember, I just want to let you know that I'm praying for you. I know. Please, my condolences to you and your family, and I'll still send you a message on via the XDM so that we can have a good conversation there. But I hope you're dealing with the situation very well. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Okay. Let's see if the club signs him. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up, people. 21 likes, and we're 24 minutes into the show. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes do go a long way. The next report is saying that Newcastle will soon trigger a clause to sign Lewis Hall for £28 million at the end of his loan deal for their homegrown stars, including Gallagher, Chalobah, Broya, and Matson, could also be sold, allowing a significant room to make a further signings. And also, I think I would say more importantly, balance the books. Chalobah, I think him leaving depends on how well he does. Yeah, before the end, by the time we get to the end of the season, Matson definitely we know his case. Gallagher, I'm not too sure where what's going to happen with them right now, but I was certain that he was going to stay beyond January, and that has happened now. Broya, I don't know. Let me just leave that conversation at that. But keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along. Well, remember, we will still do the tier list exercise where we debate what player the club should sell, keep, or send out on loan to go and develop there. Let's see, we don't need him. We need a young but world-class CB like Bastoni. Probably Bastoni will cost a lot, and Bastoni will signing Bastoni will lead to them paying more more than they want to be paying at these players these days. And Bastoni, you could argue there aren't shortage of suitors in terms of the clubs that want to sign him. So with that, he has other options that he would take because it's business for all parties involved. He will go to a club where probably his salaries will not be incentivized and where he'd be earning a lot more. So I think that's a huge, something we must consider there. I fully agree with Constantine Dante. I agree, but do I think it happened? I'm not too sure. If it happens, I take it. I like Bastoni, and I also, if we're talking about left back, I like Theo Hernandez. Do I think it happened? I'm not too sure. That's because there won't be shortage of clubs looking to sign Theo Hernandez, and probably will offer more a better salary than we do. Gala market has dropped to max 30 million, apparently for the specialized PR position, and plus the fact that he has a lot less left on his current contract. I knew that was going to be the issue, and the club won't risk too much in terms of waiting for January or to sell him. I think they will take probably. I think they've proven that even when a player has about a year or 2 years left on their respective contracts, you can't bully them. These owners. I think Gallagher, they will sell him for a lot more, given given that he's English and all that. But let's see what happens. Chances are he still stays at the club come the end of this come next season. We'll find out. Let's see. Bastoni is nearly 25. The club won't be interested. Possibly that may well be the case, but I'm quite sure would sign a few again players who are close to 25 or even 25 and more to balance to balance the squad. I think they've learned that signing young players you not I think takes time for things when you have a lot of young players in the squad. It takes a while for things to fall into place. So I don't think they will be doing that consistently. They've signed quite a lot of young players, and I'm quite sure they will mix things up so that we can start doing well immediately. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with Broya will come back if he does well. Just for Roger, I like that one. Amanda Broya, he says we'll come back just for Roger. We have 40 people watching, and nearly 55% of that on X. We appreciate you if you're following the show on X, formerly known as Twitter. We appreciate you, but we want to ask you for a favor. Keep tapping your screen to help us garner more likes, and also follow our X account so that whenever we go live, you'd know. But I think also you'd be better off joining us on Twitter. And here's the secret, the reason why you should join us on Twitter is this. Join us on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel to get a chance to win $50 every month. We do that for our members who are students. We haven't done that in a while, but I think we will most definitely do it this month. If one of my friends can remind me once we get to the 28th and up to do it. I will not forget. I'm a human being. I do forget these things. This promises. But if one of my friends that I communicate with privately remind me, I would do it. We will do it. So keep dropping the likes on the stream. Come join us on YouTube and be sure to subscribe to the channel to get a chance to win $50 every Monday if you're a student. But also, if you enjoy watching the show only on X, good for you. Keep enjoying it there, but make sure to follow our account on X. Let's see what else we have here. Hernandez, I am going to buy. Is going to Bayern. He will replace Alfonso Davis. And Davis, I'm hearing that we're interested in signing him too. We're seriously interested in signing Alfonso Davis, who's also a Chelsea fan, according to him in an interview. Kiki the Ring, Kiki, nice to see you. I think that's the first time I'm seeing you here. And Kiki, so welcome to the Chelsea Perspective community. Please feel at home. All we ask of you is just to keep it civil. We appreciate you. Welcome and enjoy yourself. Sterling's performance is deliberate. You think? You think he's performing poorly on paper so that we would want to sell him? I'd say even if he isn't performing poorly on papers, I think his salary is most likely definitely an issue for the new owner. So because if he leaves, that's a 300. That would be saving 300,000 pounds plus a week. That's not easy. So I'd say hopefully the Saudis will come, and rumors are that the Saudis will actually come for him in the summer. But we'll see. Bastoni is a typical Italian footballer. Good luck getting him out of that country. So you're saying that he wouldn't leave? I think if you pay him well, he'd leave. It's business. I get it. I get that. Something that's very common with Italian footballers. They rarely leave Italy. You'd have to pay them something special for them to leave. And just quickly, I'm seeing some important reports from our bro. You can say our research personnel. I like to call him that. AD. When I start seeing this, okay, you can say I can confidently say we're winning that one. And that's because this report is saying, give me a second. Where's that particular report there? Let me open it. Let me tell you why I said, okay, I'm confident now that we're going to beat Leicester City. When you see such comments from opposition, but I haven't actually seen it. It's taking too much time to read. But we have two reports to address that AD just shared with me. Chelsea are interested in the summer move for Leo centre back. I think we've talked about that. Eleni Yoro, who is also the subject of interest from PSG and Real Madrid. So he's that good, really. So he's probably the new shiny toy in the centre back market. So something else I want to share there, but somehow my system is a bit too slow today. Let me see if I can open it. Give me a second here. Another report from AD there. Okay, 49.6. So let's see. AD saying, okay, Jamie Vardy has sent a warning to Chelsea ahead of a Sunday's match, insisting Chelsea are nothing different, even though on their day they are unbelievable. Okay, that comment, I like it. That gives me confidence. I think we're going to beat them, given that comment from Jamie Vardy. And then another report here saying, Ian Matson, I see myself as a left back. First of all, I have to make sure that I am defensively strong. The bonus is I can go forward and play many positions. I feel free. The coach has allowed me to do that. Yep. So I appreciate that update from AD there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Davis would be great as well. Yep, if we can get him. And I think his salary will also be an issue. Let's see. We must all pray that Arsenal 5-year project fails for us. Here's the thing. It's a natural thing. I don't think I don't think I've seen any Chelsea plan that wants Arsenal to win the league. And yeah, that's part of the game. They are arch rivals, and we would want them to finish the season without a single trophy. It's as simple as that. Yeah, you'd have to be a neutral fan to support them so that an English team wins the UEFA Champions League. Do I think they'd win it? I'd say no. Madrid will be busy with Mbappe. Not sure they will be able to get any other players. Wow, you don't know Real Madrid, do you? I'm quite sure you know their they're capable of doing getting those two players if they want them. And big up to you, Tamidayo Olunwa. Nice to see you, brother. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Big up everyone. Kachila, I greet you too, brother. I hope you're doing well. Greeting to everybody. Is Pochettino still in office? Oh yeah, you know he's still there. You know he's not going anywhere. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Sincerely do appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's go. All right, let's move to the next item we have lined up here. And big up to you too, and Bobby Fairview. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. So let's go to the next item we have lined up. Let's go. Okay, I think we've talked about this. The Chelsea are looking at left back market for the summer transfer window as Ian Mason could leave. I think definitely will leave. Except if again he's doing really well. Except if a new manager comes in and decide, yeah, he's been excellent. Let's bring him back. No need to sign a left back, or maybe Pochettino changes his mind and doesn't want just an Eiffel Tower in the left back position and bring him back. Then I don't know. The kid wants to. He said he wanted to stay at Chelsea, but it was difficult for the manager to give him opportunities. That's because he was under pressure to perform. So younger players getting opportunities wasn't easy. Hey to you too, Victor Adedoyin. Nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. So let's move on to the next item we have lined up. Chelsea FC monitoring several talented left backs, same as Manchester United. Okay, thank you. Let's go. All right, this one here, Chelsea have struck an agreement with Brentford to make Bernardo Cueva their new set piece coach from the end of the season. I like that. It's a good appointment. That's an area that we've really struggled. And we know how good Brentford they've been in set piece, defending and also scoring from set piece. I think they're topping a chart. I did see a chart on Excel where that had list of teams and how effective they've been with I think goals scored from set piece. I think they're topping that department. So good appointment there. Let's move on to the next item. Soon we will get to the keep or sell exercise, the TLS exercise. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 24 likes. We should be doing way better than that. 45 people watching, nearly 50%. 45% of that on X, and only 26 on YouTube. But I know we can do better than that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. Let's see. Rich Moneymakers is saying, question, coach, who do you want Arsenal to be drawn with in the next Champions League round? I want them to have a Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid. Not bad. I think those two teams can, knock them out. But let's see how well they do. I don't have a choice, really. I have to be honest with you, Leighton. Let's see. Matson not coming back to Poch, that's for sure. Yeah, if he's still the manager, I think it'd be difficult for him to come back. That it will take some convincing to get him to agree to come back to Chelsea. Does it make sense? Martin doing good, and we want to sign another. It doesn't. But you can say everything comes down to the manager's preference. Yeah, he wants an Eiffel Tower as a left back, and Ian Matson isn't that. Even though he's good, he's actually can defend better. But I'm not going to name who. I don't know. I think let's see. I think he's just he didn't want to blame the manager, and he found a way to respond to that particular question in a way that the manager won't feel like he's blaming him, and the club won't feel like they're being blamed. So, but I know deep down, I don't think he'd be happy with how Mauricio Pochettino treated him when he was before he went out on loan. How much did we pay Brentford? It didn't mention that there. Brentford, Cueva gets plenty yellow cards on sidelines. So maybe we need that. Maybe we need a bit of that. Him yelling on players. 70K to 1 million. Wow, not bad. Not bad, really. If he can, I hope he gets the job done. But here's the thing. Given that appointment, something that came to mind is the fact that we hired, was it not a shrink, really, a mentor coach for for Graham Potter and all those things. But I don't want to get into that. It's better we keep Gallagher, Cucurella. Okay, we get to that in a bit. Namaya Fowler, nice to see you. Bernardo Cueva, good choice for the club. Man City and Arsenal had their set piece coaches from Brentford. Really? I didn't know that. So every club known for one thing or the other. Brentford had supplied Man City and Arsenal set piece coaches, and it's worked for them. Good move, good move. Hopefully it works out for us. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people, and yeah, Jude has joined us with his YouTube account. Please click the three dots to his name. Go check it out. Be sure to subscribe. Let's help him get monetized as soon as possible so that he'd be encouraged to release more videos. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's see, Poch cannot be sacked. Okay, we got to that. Let's keep the topics aligned. If you want me to address or to read what you have in the chat, please keep it aligned. Otherwise, I'm going to skip it, assuming that you're having a good conversation with a fellow community member, and you are allowed to do that. But if you want me to read what you have there, keep it aligned, and you're good to go. Yep, that's not to say you shouldn't enjoy yourself and have a good conversation with your community member there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. 54 people watching, and nearly 80% of that, nearly 70% of that on X. We appreciate you all. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 26 likes. We can do much, much better. If you're watching the show, you haven't, please take a second, drop a like on the stream for us. The likes do go a long way. So let's move on to the next item we have lined up here. Let's go, people. Let's go. Right, it has to take time before it loads, so let's give it a minute to do that. Okay, there you go. I'm sure a lot of you, some of you have seen this particular report here, which says Chelsea are set for a serious windfall if Bayern Munich sell Jamal Musiala this summer due to a 20% sell-on clause. Wow, that's a lot. Smart move for us. So yeah, if they get 100 million, we're getting 20 million. Wow, that's not easy. Maybe you should try signing him, and then yeah, that 20% is off already. So, but let's see what the club does. He's an excellent player, more of a traditional 10 than all the people we have that have played in that 10 position for us. But I would really like us to get him. 54 people watching, nearly 55% of that on X. And if you're following the show on X, we appreciate you. On X, we appreciate you. But do us a favor, kindly keep tapping your screen to help us garner more likes on X there. And also make sure to follow our X account so that whenever we go live, you'd be notified and you wouldn't miss anything. But if you join us on YouTube and subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification button, you get a chance to win $50 every month if you are a student. Yep. We appreciate our members who are students. I've been there. I've been a student, especially in the foreign land, where I had to work and go to school at the same time. So I know how that works. So keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's go. Let's see what else we have here. Pochkin up. Yep, we've read that one. Keep the topics aligned. Otherwise, I will assume you're having a good conversation with a community member, and I will skip your comment. You have every right to enjoy yourself with a community member. So we're getting sloppy third set piece coach. Yeah, you can say it like that. ESPN Sport, nice to see you there. Nice one to you too. I appreciate you finding time to join us. If this is your first time, welcome to Trust Perspective. Feel at home. Express yourself. Always ask of you just to keep it safe over there. I appreciate you. And Rich Money Makers once more again. I meant of losing the set piece coaches every year. They are. So I think every team in the Premier League is known for something. Some are known for having a good scouting department and all that. Yep. Yeah. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see. So if we sign Musiala, means we get 20% discount. Yeah. So good logic there. So maybe we should just go for him. I think we should. It makes sense, really. Kip Gallagher, yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. Michael Arthur, Kip Gallagher, not risk. We'll get to that argument in a bit. Mudryk is the 10 for our future if given trust. Yep, he seems like he's capable of fulfilling that role. I've always told people he's a good player. A lot of people give up on him. Some will still tell you that he's nonsense. Pep is getting the youngster Jamal Musiala. Pep doesn't miss that kind of talent. Let's see, Victor. Let's see what happens. Let's see. It's not that deep. No, it's not. Yeah. I'm sure they could negotiate that, Dante. I hope they give it a shot. How is it a windfall? We have 20% selling clause. It is indeed easy money. Easy money. What if we didn't have that clause? Then the Bayern would sell him and get every money. So if they sell him for 100 million, we get 20 million. That's easy money, in my opinion. I get it. He's good enough that we'll still be saying, we'll still be regretting selling him in the first place. I get that part. Wally Waldo is in the house. It's been a minute. I hope you're doing well, bro. I hope the case is that you've been busy. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Doesn't the term windfall mean bad for business kind of thing? No, I think in this case, yeah, it means making money off of the deal. Yeah. English can be weird at times, right? Please kindly go check out CFC Jingles. That's Jude's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Let's help him grow. I appreciate you all. Please, all of you in the chat, from Nemaya Forward, from to Wally Waldo, all of you, please go check out. Let's help him get there. And Josh is in the house. Did I even say hello to Josh there? Josh, I apologize. I'm sure they could negotiate that, but just nice to see you, my bro. I hope you're doing well. Always nice to see you. Let them try and do that. And Josh here says that Gallagher has definitely been better this year, much better. Yep. But he is very limited offensively, and is not a star in our best 11. A starter in our best 11. I think I agree with you. So 50 million comes in. See, the rest of the group can also go. But here's where that's a problem. I think you followed. I think by now you're smart enough to have realized that Gallagher, as bad as anybody thinks he is, he's not the most technically gifted. You could argue, given the players we have right now, he's Mauricio Pochettino's most important player. Yep, this season. He starts as long as he's fit enough. He starts as long as the manager doesn't feel like he needs to get some rest. Yep, the fact that I'm arguing that he's the manager's most important player, that's from the manager's perspective. Do I think he's the best player at Chelsea? No. Do I think he's the worst in that? Say no. But I think he's the manager's most important player, given the manager's preferred approach and how he's utilized him. And I've told people that that's not to say, yeah, he's the best we can do. I think we can do much better than Gallagher. But given what we have, yeah, he's been one of our best players this season so far. Numbers say, like you say, align to that argument, in my opinion. But you know where I stand. I'm going to move on. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. The club wants to sell Matson, period. Get over it. Dante, why are they looking for a new young left back? If they already have one, Matson doesn't want a prison deal below 100K, just like Gallagher. So he's leaving. Okay. Just CFC Gallagher will make you cry on Sunday, I promise. No, let's just, well, okay, a windfall is when you gain unexpected money. Yep, that's how you use it in that term. At least Matson was discarded by Poch. I think Chalobah too was discarded initially. Size matters for Poch. God forgive my dirty mind. But that's, by the way, we'll move on. Keep liking the video, guys. Chelsea should bring Thomas Tuchel back instead of Pochettino. Usmani, let's see what happens there. Do I think he comes back? I mean, it's still possible, but it's going to be very difficult. Now, what are you about? Did I say it's been bad? No, never said you said that. I just said what came to mind. Come on, Josh. No, looks like you came swinging looking for a fight. Can you read? Can you read? I said he's limited. He's not a 10. For 50 million, he's gone. And that's a possibility. for me, I'm not too sure what's going to happen, really. I just have to say, chances are the manager will convince the club to keep him, given that he likes him so much, except if the club signs a player that will be, you can say, offer that sort of industry, then I'm sure that's why the manager is obsessed with him. That industry If we sign another player that can offer that plus more, then Pochettino will gladly let him go. But let's see what happens. I can't stop laughing, Josh. Oh my goodness. Fabrizio said that TT cannot happen. That's not to say it won't happen. It's his opinion anyway. Sure, coach, he's available and playing well. That being said, as soon as we are at full health, he's on the bench. It's a possibility. But here's why I think that's even let's not be too sure about that. Why? And that's because we don't have any other player that can offer what he brings to the table that the manager that has led to the manager being obsessed with him, and that is simple. His industry. He's unique in that aspect. He has no substitute in that aspect in our current squad. Other players are more technically gifted to him, but in terms of the industry, I don't think he has. Nobody measures him in that department at the club right now. So I think the manager will always start him. If we have all our players available for selection. That's just my opinion anyway, but we'll find out in due time. Reece James, I keep them saying the fact that Gallagher is Scotland's most important player is one of the reasons why we're 10th. You could argue that's the case. I don't know, but I think he deserves to be starting given the players we have. Yep. The fact that Gallagher was getting better from a virus and still played that last. That's a delicious comment. That's a serious delicious comment right there. That is seriously telling. The fact that Gallagher was getting better from a virus and still played that last game shows you how dedicated, to the club. But let me remix that a bit. Let me go with shows you how important he is to the manager. Not really, that's how I see it. But I would take the start of your comment and now leave the end part back. Dedication is something we know he's always he had that in him. He's committed. Gives 150% whenever he's on the bench. Gives his best. Whether his best is good enough for the club, that's an argument for another day. But the fact that he started, knowing Pochettino that usually don't start players recovering from injury or ailment, given that he started, that is quite telling. That tells you how important Conor Gallagher is to Mauricio Pochettino. And I've been preaching that, but it seems that people aren't paying attention to how often he starts game. He only drops to the bench when the manager feels like he can do without him and all that. Yeah, that is quite telling. I like that comment right there. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I do keep forgetting Vic has an open hotline with Poch. I enjoyed the conversation between you and Phil there. Reece James, Reece James, some truth to that. He's not dynamic enough to play in the 10 role. Let's see what else we have. Yep. I think the manager is using him differently as a 10, not really because of his creativity, but he's done relatively well. But the truth remains, if we have a traditional 10 there, if Conor Gallagher has created 10 chances are a more traditional 10 will by now have created 100 chances plus. Let's see. I'm going to scroll to the very bottom in a bit, and I'll try to get your subsequent contributions in the chat. We have 57 people watching, but nearly 55% of that on X. Please keep dropping the likes on the stream. Help us garner more likes. 32 likes. We need more likes. Whether you're following the show on X, keep dropping the likes on the stream there. Chelsea Shusel, Nicholas Jackson, and Noni Madueke, Usman Tolo Kamara. Okay, good advice there. If you have any more advice, drop it in the chat. Matson is going for pure profit. The new player will be amortized. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Coach, that was aimed at Nemaya in the chat, not but still, I liked reading it. But if anything, that shows you I don't take anything personal. Even if it were coming at me, it doesn't matter, bro. That's how we operate here. But Josh, I know you're my bro. Even if that was directed at me, I enjoyed it. Yep. And if we got around 50 to 55 million for Gallagher, that's fine. Buy me again, anything less would be a bargain for the club, but I think the club would get even more for Gallagher. You know them. I think by now you should know well enough that the new owners, how much they got for Mason Mount, how much they got for what's his name, the German international, Kai Havertz. That shows you how they operate. I don't think they'd lose. Anybody would complain by the time if they get to sell him. If they decide to sell him, how much they'd sell him for, I think would look back and say, wow, how were they able to do that? I would love to keep Madsen. I rate him, but everything comes down to the manager's preference and not us, the fans. Playing Cuckoo 100 minutes as well was crazy. Maybe he's been ready for a while. Let's see. It's about time I scroll to the very bottom, and then I'll try to get your subsequent contributions in the chat. Poch in-game management, we'll get to that. I honestly think Cuckoo has been fully fit. Okay, we're mixing the topics now. I know if Poch is sacked, okay, he's gone. You think? It's not. It's no possibility. The second Connie and Nkunku are healthy. He's the odd man out. But this is your opinion, Josh. We have to be clear that that's your opinion. But from what we've seen and how important he is from the manager's perspective, I think he'll still be playing. The coach isn't obsessed with him. He's the only available fit player in that spot. Okay, let's see what happens. We'll find out or how desperate and important he is to Poch. Yeah. If we sell Gallagher, that's making another KDB miss. Wow. I don't think we should sell him, but I don't know about this comment, Peter Pan. I seriously do not know about this comment, but I'm going to scroll to the very bottom in a bit, and I'll try to get your subsequent contributions. That's when we start talking about Gallagher. Yep, the reason he won't play after being he had to play after being sick is because Carney is just coming back from an injury, and coming back from being sick is much easier to rely on than someone who's injured. Yes, and as much as this particular argument on the screen is believable, I still think Gallagher will still be playing even when we have Romeo Lavia and what's his name and Connie Chukwuemeka all ready to play. But just remember, we had that conversation. So I'm going to scroll to the very bottom in a bit. Gala, one of the ones that has the picture of Poch from the barbecue and everything. So people, I'm going to scroll to the very bottom. I'll try to get your subsequent contributions in the chat. I haven't said hello to Tapiwa, to Naro. Gallagher should by all means stay. Mudryk has proven he has qualities. Okay, we'll get to that in a bit. But Tanara, coach, to unmask and utilize. And I'm with Jan from Football Therapy on that one. I think Mudryk is massively undercoached. Yeah, a lot of teams are fearful of Nicholas Jackson threats. Yep, and him holding the ball, I think he will still get better for us. I've always said let Jackson be Jackson, and we'll get the best of him. And it looks like we're doing that right now. That's a player I like. So you and I disagree on that one. I really do like him. It's my birthday today, age 40, CFC. Who is going with CFC? That's John? Happy birthday to John. We appreciate you, John, as a member of our community. Nice to see you, and thank you for telling us it's your birthday. And here's some fireworks for you, John. Happy birthday to you, John. Today you again you become a year older. There you go. Happy birthday, John. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you. Some fireworks for you there. Enjoy yourself. If you drink, please drink responsibly. And thank you for telling us. And if you're a member of the Chelsea Perspective community and your birthday is coming up, please do let us know. We'd like to say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, John. And you can see a lot of people there saying that Mykhailo was Joseph's boy, but he still signed Matic. Just saying. Okay, I'm not sure what that said Mykhailo was Joseph's boy, if anything, but I'm not sure I'll go to the extent of saying that. Is it true? It is true. Poch didn't like the size of Matt. I'm gonna tell you this anyway. I'm gonna I'm gonna say this to you. You're definitely going to the H negative place, and you know that. You are most definitely going there, and you're not going to drag me into there. Happy birthday to you, John. Happy 40th birthday to him. And Coach offer him a free membership. Well, I wish I could do that. I'd offer that to a lot of our members here, a lot of people here. Happy birthday. Please go check out Garvin's YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe. Let him know I sent you. All of you in the chat, CFC, and Kamara, Constantine Dante, JC, Rich James, Kingdom, Wally Waldo. Let's go check out this YouTube channel and help him grow. Pochettino should take Kamara should take off the captain, take the cap from take the captain's armband from Rich James. He doesn't deserve it, and give it to Silva. Do I think Silva wants it? I don't know. I knew that was John. That was John. Yep. 34 likes, people, and we are 59 minutes into the show. We should be doing much, much better. All right, let's go. Let's get to the next item we have lined up here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. 55 people watching, but nearly 55% of that on X. We can do much better than that, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Let's go. Let's see what we have there. You won't go to the extent of saying Mykhailo was just his boy. No, he didn't treat him as his boy. If it was really his boy, in my opinion, he should be starting weekend. He only comes on in most cases when he wants to shut up shop. So I wouldn't go to the extent of saying he was his boy. How I see anybody as being anybody's boy. You get to start week in, week out. If you get my opinion, yeah. Finally, something that I disagree with you on. Come on, hit the like button, people. Yep, thank you, Rich Money Makers. Thank you so much for saying that. I keep reminding people to keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. Okay, let me see what I do there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. 30, I think around 35 likes right now, but we can do much better than that. Silva was offered the armband last season. He said no, as he's leaving soon. That may well be the case, but I didn't hear anything to the effect of him saying no because he was leaving. But my speculations. I speculate that he probably felt like he doesn't need the armband to lead. He can help Reece James, who, from what I've seen so far, looks like they both have a very good relationship. Can help him learn to be a good leader. Yeah, he'd be gone. So let's move on to the next item we have lined up, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. 34 likes, you can do much better than that. Let's go. All right. This disappoints me. Didn't load fast. Okay, there you go. We're getting there. Oh my goodness. Why is this? Is this frozen? It's not frozen. Just too slow to switch. Okay, there you go. We are getting there. Okay. How do we approach this? How do we approach it? This isn't easy. We are on the the tier list exercise. We have how many categories there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories. The starter, rotational, needs time, loan, and a sell. So it's gonna be a lot of fun there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 34 likes, we can do much better than that. 54 people following the show, but not a lot following the show on YouTube. A lot more following the show on X. Let's see. I think it's because he doesn't speak a fluent English. It's a possibility. The manager did say something to that effect too. A true captain leader doesn't say no to help and guide the others. In my opinion, just wasn't offered to him. I'm glad you said in your opinion. In my own opinion, I'd say a true leader would say that that he doesn't need the armband to lead. In my opinion, because he has the pedigree that when he speaks, even the manager would listen to him. There was an official press release last season. He knows he wouldn't be at the top level much longer at 40. Let's see, but I do think he will leave and go back to Brazil. He'll still play in Brazil at least for one season. It's more of a tradition for Brazilian footballers. They don't just retire and leave football. They go back home. So let's look at the starters we have here. It's a difficult one. Let's go to the back line. Given the players we have right now, the CFC definitely starting. And if you don't think he's going to be starting, then you're not paying attention. And Rich Money Makers is saying, thanks, coach, for trusting me to be a moderator for your channel. I think it's been a while. I think I've been wanting to do that for a while now. I appreciate you, Rich Money Makers. In my opinion, coach, you don't need the captains. Yeah, that's how I see it too. That's how I see it. You don't need the armband to lead. And at his age, if I were Thiago Silva, At this age, I'd say the same thing. I'd say I don't need it to lead. Give it to the younger players. So let's see the starters. Let's start the center back. Yep, the Sassi will be starting. He offers something different. So we're gonna pick 11 for starters, and we pick rotational players. So we still have Badia Shile. We still have for Fana. I think when he's ready, he's gonna be a starter. So let's use the poll there to complete that. And if you think what's his name, the Sassi won't be a starter, I think I don't think you're paying attention. He's he's one of the Eiffel Towers at the club. I think he's going to be starting games. So let's use the poll now and pick who pairs the Sassi as a starter in the center back area. And by the way, rotational players can also start. So the fact that the player plays in the rotational role doesn't mean that the player doesn't get to start. So rotational simply means start over the starting player for the starting player to get a rest. So center back, let's see. Okay, who pairs? Let's go like this. Who pairs the C? Because definitely the C starts. So it's difficult to say. So we have Badia Shile there. We have Wesley Fofana. We have Levi Colwell. Let's forget about Chalobah right now anymore. Yeah, we still have some center backs. So let's go with this. Let's see where you go. Okay, let's see what player you select. So we're talking about who pairs the Sassi because the Sassi starts. Let's see. Let's stick with the center back. We get to those ones. Colwell is a starter for you. You think? Okay, yeah, you're not being biased there. Okay. Poch said he wants an English captain. Okay. The Sassi rotates. You think? I think the Sassi will be started. But let's see. Fofana is a starter. Let's see, his name is there. Let's see who pairs the Sassi. I'm gonna be, if I do this alone, I'd complete this in 30 minutes. If I do this alone, but we have to agree somehow. So the poll will help us. Gusto rotates. We'll see. It's a difficult one. You don't need captaincy to lead because he still talks and organizes more than any of the other players anyway, but still, yeah, the respect, that's the only aspect. Maybe, but what if indeed he was offered the opportunity to be the captain and he said no, he'd rather the younger players, a younger player be the captain so he can help them grow. And that's it, in my opinion. Because what time, he doesn't have too much time to help them. So he'd be leaving at the end of the season. So it makes sense that he says, give it to a younger player and I'll help them learn how to be a good leader. Chilwell, Sell. Okay, that's just an opinion. But let's stick with the center backs right now. Colwell has the pictures too. So you think he starts? Angelo Gabriel, Diego Morella, Trevoh Fofana, and Andre Sanchez. Which team did Chelsea loan these players to? Angelo Gabriel, Strasbourg, Santos Strasbourg. Who again? Morella is back. He's back at Chelsea. Diego Morella, yeah, he's back at Chelsea. I say Badia Shile long term. He just looks like he can be better and brave. Now, I think he's better on the ball right now than Colwell. I think they're both, you can say they're both good, excellent passer of the balls, but I think aerially Badia Shile is better. Again, let's see. We have a poll there. We'll see who pairs the Sassi. The two centre backs will go there. So Poch said he wants an English captain. Does that answer the question? It does in so many ways. So maybe he had a conversation with. I'm not too sure. So if the fact that he says that, you could argue, yeah. Given that particular comment, I'm inclined to believe that maybe Thiago Silva wasn't offered the opportunity and probably was talked to, and maybe the manager spoke with them and explained why he'd prefer a captain who's fluent in English. Maybe so. With that, it makes sense to say, yeah, maybe he wasn't really offered the opportunity to be the captain. Dates of Fofana, okay, I'm not sure. Let's see. Sideshow Bob has to go. I'm sure you're talking about Cucurella. That's where you and I disagree. I like him. I actually like him more than Ben Chilwell. Yeah, defensively, I think he can do better. He comes across as erratic, but that approach actually, he knows how to unsettle opposition players with that approach. Yeah, I just have to tell you that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Sincerely, do appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. Let's see what else we have here. Sideshow Bob, Musco, Chelsea Archer. If he wants an English captain, it has to be Palmer. He's consistently our best player. I think there's more. Nah, you need more in a captain. Unfortunately, uh nah, not really, not him really. Palmer doesn't come. Maybe he will get there, but right now he doesn't come across to me as a player that will be a good leader on the pitch. But that's a small opinion anyway. So let's see. Yes, Cucurella. I know that that's what I'm saying. You and I disagree on that one. I have to be honest. If Pochettino needs an English captain, I prefer Conor Gallagher. Yeah, even okay. Heston, that you're entitled to your opinion. Cucurella's IQ on the ball is 10 times better than Chalobah's. I prefer him over Chalobah in my opinion. And here's one thing I like about him. For instance, um, uh, Ben Chilwell, in most cases, when you have opposition players on him, he comes across as if he finds it difficult to find a way to progress the ball and prefers often opts for the safer options, going sideways or backwards. But Marc Cucurella, he has a knack, or he has that ability to find passing lanes where you don't know one exists. Even if you have 3-4 players on him, he finds space and finds a teammate and often keeps the ball on the carpet, actually. That's not me saying Ben Chilwell is bad, but I've taken my time to look at it. He has that, he has that over Ben Chilwell. His passing ability, the ability to find passing lanes where you don't know one exists. He's also more solid defensively, in my opinion. He does know how to unsettle players, but again, you're entitled to your own opinion there. He's a liability in defense and offers nothing going forward. Wow. I think going forward, I think it depends on the manager's belief in him. At Brighton, he was putting in delicious crosses into the box that led to him actually becoming, I think at one point he won their player of the season. Yeah, everything comes down, you can say, to the managers we've had of late. And that's a small opinion anyway. We get to that in a bit. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. Enzo would be a good captain. That's a good, yep. He comes across as a player that will become a good leader. He's getting there already. He can actually lead right now, in my opinion. Sterling and Nkunku, Palmer for what? For Nkunku comes across as he can lead, actually. Sterling can lead, but you can say everything has to fall into place. You have to be performing consistently, which will lead to you, which will mean you're leading by example. And then there's that natural instinct of a leader. You have to have that, in my opinion. Eze Cucurella is legit, still young. He has room to improve. It depends on the manager he's playing on there, in my opinion. I think that's a good player in him. So we move on. Let's see what the poll says. We're gonna move on quickly. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. I don't know if we're really still on 34 likes. We should be doing way better than that. 60 people following the show. Nearly 45% of that on X. And if you're following the show on X, I give you here's a secret for you here. You'd be better off joining us on YouTube, subscribing to the channel, and be sure to turn on the notification button. Who pairs the CC? Wow, Cowell. I think there's some bias there. I correct me if I'm wrong. I think Badashile, from what we've seen, I get it. He struggled of late with confidence. I think he's a better player than Levi Cowell, but that's my opinion anyway. I'm happy we have both. But I think Badashile is more mature. You can say he has a better ball IQ. He's better on the ball, has excellent passing range in him, and he's only one of our defenders that when he does a headed clearance, he finds his teammate. I don't know how he does that, But 90% of the time, whenever he clears the ball with his head, he finds his teammate. And plus, again, he's a good tackler and all that, but again, he struggled of late, and the injuries he's had haven't helped. So we go with we that's how many votes? 16 votes in total. Let's go with Levi Colwell. Okay, let's go with that. Colwell here. The people's choice. If I did this, I'd put Badia Sheila there. But again, qualifying as a rotational center back, that still works. So rotational center backs we have right now, probably most definitely was it. This guy comes in there, even though he's still injured. Badia Sheila comes in there, and we can have one more. Chalobah looks like he's gonna leave. It would take him being again showing some exceptional, putting in some exceptional performances here and there before the club decides, you know what, we're not going to sell our best players, but we'll see what happens there. Let's see anything else. Keep up on the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Nkunku is injured. Yep, we know Sterling will be sold, but it won't be easy. The Saudis, they have to come to our rescue like they did the last time, and I think he would take it. And that's because, in my opinion, Raheem Sterling right now, I don't think he'd be playing much to represent England again. I think his priority would be again will be his retirement. His priority will be his retirement. So he won't even care whether if he's playing week in, week out, as long as the Palan, as Nigerians will say, the Kuli or Wo, the ego is going into his account. I don't think he'd care that much, in my opinion. Gallagher isn't staying. We'll get to that in a bit. Chelsea Ultra coach used to start Gallagher, though. I'm not sure what you're saying there. Pocha, I think Enzo is still not ready to be captain. It is not only because of a character or personality or profile. It's about you need to communicate, and that makes sense actually. Communication is key. You should be able to communicate effectively with the referee with language, using the language that the referee understands very well. Because miscommunication, it can make a whole lot of you can say. You can mean the referee. You say getting. I'm not sure. Can go. You can mean. You can say can make a call or my again for lack of a better language there. If that makes sense. So yes. They play Gallagher there. Let's see what I say. Yeah, keep dropping the likes on the stream. The likes that do go a long way. And we have Usmani saying Mudryk, Nkunku Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, Conor Gallagher, Moises Caicedo, Silva. So here's the thing. Let me explain this again. The fact that you're placed, if a player is placed in the rotational column, doesn't mean they're not capable of starting. Because the rotational means, the players, the starting players, they can't play every game. They're humans, otherwise they'll burn out. So if any player is placed in the rotational role, it means they can actually also start. It's as simple as that. But I get it. Preference will lead to those in the chat picking some players over some players as starters for the sake of with the mindset that they are better than those below them. Let's see. So let's ask left back. Okay, let's do left back. How many options do we have there? Not too many options. Give me 1 second here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along with Chilwell left back. We have Chilwell there. We have Cucurella until Ida is sold. We know. And selling Cucurella actually won't be that easy also if we don't know. So left back position, you select one. We're gonna wait for a bit. Left back. Left for me, I'd pick Cucurella, but I think Ben Chilwell probably, from what we've seen, I think the manager will be starting him over Cucurella. But that's just me speculating. I'm not too sure that the manager would do that. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on this. Nemaya, you are too. You are one of the people that always the first thing you say is that Gallagher must be sold. I've seen you do that a billion times. Wow, I haven't. Wow, my coffee has gone cold. But I'll drink it like that anyway. I do need it. All right. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Still 50-50. Chilwell, Cucurella. Let's give people time to do that. We have all day, but that doesn't mean at one point I don't have to go help ensure that the boys you say eat their breakfast on time. But we still have a bit of time. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. The likes do go a long way. Let's see, left back. Let's see what Rich James Kingdom. Cucurella has to stand up for balance of can okay, his flexibility. I think yeah. In my opinion, I'd pick him, but let's see. But I think a lot of people probably some bias there. I think most people um will select but will select Ben Chilwell over Cucurella, but we can do with that. Cucurella can be in the rotational role. That doesn't mean he cannot start, but I'd start him over Ben Chilwell anytime, any day. That's my opinion anyway. We have 63 people watching and nearly 50% of that on X. If you're following the show on X, please kindly be sure that you're dropping the likes on there for us by tapping your screen. And also do follow our X account so that whenever we go live, you're not gonna miss it. We appreciate you. Let's see what else we have here. Rich Money Maker said, put the coffee in the microwave to warm up and then get fresh cream with whiskey. I can't do that here. I've moved the coffee machine I had in my office here. I've moved it out. It led to, because we had just one at the house, one broke. So that one I had in my office, it led to whenever my wife wants to make a coffee, she comes into the office, and sometimes I had to mute my camera, take it out for her, or she come put it on here, and when she's ready, she comes back again. So I don't want to do that anymore. Yeah, but thank you. Good advice. Where's Roja and Bobby? They're busy. Being part of the panel here is not a priority. They don't get paid for doing that. They do it out of love. So if they have time, they join. If not, yeah, they taking care of all the priorities. Yep, more pressing needs than being part of the show. Chelsea shoots Sterling. He's a selfish player against Brentford. Yeah, that's not the first time. But here's the thing I want to tell you quickly. Selling Sterling isn't easy. So I'm going to stop the poll. 11 votes. A lot more people want Ben Chilwell. So we're going to do like this, Ben Chilwell here. But if I were the manager, I'd start Cucurella over Ben Chilwell. But that's just me anyway. Yep, let's do right back. I know people. Let's see. Let me just get people's opinion here. Let's see what people say. Right back. Let's see. I think I'll just make a video where I'll do one on my own and have maybe somebody join me on the so I can do it with somebody. Yeah, right back, Reece James. But I'm glad we have them both, and both can actually rotate so they don't get injured. None of them is a machine, and if we just play one player consistently, would burn that player out, and then we have an issue. One player will be out, and then even whoever comes in, if they get injured, we're not going to have a replacement. So it's a huge risk. Reece James, Malo Gusto. I cannot say at the moment that I prefer either of the two players. They're both good, and I celebrate the fact that we have them both. It's difficult, but Gusto is proven to be one of our best signings under the new owners, in my opinion. Let's keep dropping the likes on the stream. Sterling Oloburuku cannot pass. Wow. Namaya, you're going to the H place too. Why are you firing? Why are you cursing him in Yoruba? Coach, just dip the coffee. You see, let me just talk about this. Because I'm not in the H place, so the heat's there. So if I was in the H place, the heat there will keep it warm. But because I'm in the H, I'm not in the H negative place. I'm in the H positive place. It's gone cold. But you guys, you don't need to warm your coffee because it's only burning. The heat's there. It's something else. So you don't need to warm your coffees down there. You're lucky you have a coffee mate in the house. I'm alone in it. Yeah. Yep. Thank you, bro. Starting. Yeah, my wife drinks coffee quite a lot. I don't think we can function without coffee. Yeah, Starling can go. We'll see. Let's see what the club does. There, Gusto one one half, and James one half. So yes, I'm going to explain this again. Even if we place a player in the rotational role, that doesn't mean that that player cannot start. I think that having a rotational role makes the argument easier. Even if we think we know that Badian Chile, for most people, can start over Oliver Cowell. In my opinion, I'd start him over Oliver Cowell. In my opinion. So let's see. Portuguese to start. Gallagher. Let's see. It's competition. Reese and Gusto, best performing player, simple. And whoever comes on can do a good job. Maybe can let's say Reese James as the starter. If Malo Gusto comes on, he can do an equally good job or even better job. But we have to find a way to balance it, because if Gusto isn't playing enough, yeah, he would want to leave, and we've exposed him to the world. Yeah, maybe a lot of clubs out there didn't know how good he can be until he joins Chelsea. So if he doesn't play as often as he wants to be playing, at least if it's not rotating with Reece James, I think he would want to leave. There won't be shortage of clubs interested in signing him. And if you tell me, yeah, but he signed, he's on a 10,000 year contract, I'd let you know there's no way he'd sign that contract without having an exit strategy. So I will keep celebrating both. But I think the manager should find a way and rotate them and not play one more than the other. Any of the two players left to rot on the bench would want to leave, and there won't be shortage of bias. And in Gusto's case, at least he stays fit. I think big clubs will come calling. Gusto is already on a level and still getting better. Reese never fit. We should sell him as soon as possible. Selling him won't be easy, and I think he stays. Reese is the current face of the club. I think he's going to stay. Hopefully, we'll find a permanent solution to that recurring injury. I received received. No, Maya, your keyboard, your phone, or your device is trying to prove that they know you too well, but they know nothing about you. And the Undertaker CFC, nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. And Ebuka Deacon one Dalo. Ebuka Deacon one, I appreciate you finding the time to join. Why people? I feel Chelsea should try Rich James as a striker. I'd say the DM role. The man is a hell of a finisher. We might not know what we got again until we try it. Yeah, you have to try to know. I think he'd be here for a while. Maybe the manager will try that. Let's see. Big up Ty's in the house. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Ty, you know what to do when you get a chance. And when I see it, I will talk about it. Only problem for Gusto is that James is captain and the Poch will always play him over Gusto. No. The fact that the player is captain isn't reflective of how good they are, in my opinion. So the fact that he's captain doesn't mean he should be starting over Gusto. First of all, he has to stay fit. He has to prove that he's better. It's a competition. It's a competition, and I know his thing. I'm just gonna leave it at this. I don't think what's his name? James should be starting over Augusto just because he's captain. If he's not better, if Augusto proves to be the better player of the two, then he should be starting over James. It's as simple as that. It's competition, like you said before. So I'm not sure about the captaincy being a factor. De Bruyne injured again, and City will still not sell him, because even if he plays 10 minutes, that would go along with for Manchester City. I hope you understand that point. But Point won't be here, hopefully. Let's see what happens. I'm here to support whoever is hired to coach my team, because Chelsea is the entity I support. And Richard Modi is saying breaking news. The club will not sell James, but if James injuries do not get better, then maybe he would be sold. I don't know. Good luck selling an injured player, by the way. So that's another factor that people don't consider when they say sell James because he's injured. James does have new hamstring, new strings. Okay, now was surgically repaired once. Surgically repaired once anyway. Okay, if he does them again, I don't know. I'm not too sure what the club are going to do. James will come back to take his position when his feet. We need to rotate. Eventually, our left back may lose their position to Gusto if they don't step up. Yeah, because Gusto can play on either sides of the pitch. And actually, on the left hand side, I loved watching him play in the left back position for us. Whenever he turns, brings the ball to his right and puts it inside the box and all that. Let's see. I'm happy we have them both. I wouldn't advocate for us to sell any of them. Oh my goodness, Reece James 50%, Malo Gusto 50%, and I don't want to end. I just don't want to be the one to decide on what happens since it's 50%. But I'll give it a minute or two to see what happens. Let's see. Gusto is wasted in the left back position because he cannot cross with his left foot. Defensively, can do a job, yes. And this guy, he has everything. He's excellent offensively and defensively, and can only get better. But just by the way, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. But here's the thing: something that's been very common, even in some of the best games he's played for us. You'd see him every now and then do something that shows you, yeah, that's still a kid, really. But before he makes such mistakes that are reflective of his age, if you're not told, you'd think that he's around the 22, 23, 20, you can say around 23, 24, and 25 up. He's way much up beyond his age in terms of how he applies himself on the pitch. Fofana is injured. Yeah, we know that. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show, people. The likes do go a long way. We have 39 likes, and we are 1 hour, 30 minutes into the show. Pardon me while I take a sip of my coffee. I was going to say something, but I'm not going to say it. And every time I say it, I get into trouble. Okay, let me say it anyway. Every time I try to tell people that I make good coffee, I choke on it. So I don't want to say that. Let's see. If we go 3 at the back, we'll go with the 3 at the back structure. Then they can both play. Both who and who can play? Like play one of them in the wing back position, one of them. No, come on, man. That would be too defensive already. No, I don't want us to do that, man. I actually want when the manager plays with a 3 at the back structure. I prefer when managers deploy wingers in the wing back position to make it more attacking than defensive. But this stage, it's difficult to find wingers who are capable of doing a good enough job defensively if need be. But Thomas Tuchel plays with that structure with attacking intent. Yeah, I understand what you were trying to explain there. You're saying, let me use this just quickly. Let's see if I have that here. Just give me a second. For instance, if we go with this structure here, just give me a second. If we go with 3-4-2-1, so you'd have these guys here, right, and still play the others where. I'm not sure how we're gonna make it work if we go with that structure. But yeah, I think if however you decide to position the players in that particular structure, I think it would be you have too many defensive players on the pitch, in my opinion. What is it saying here? That's some good cold coffee. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I mean, that's because after all, there are a lot of cold coffees there in stores. Yep. I pray Sanchez doesn't start against Leicester City. Petrovic deserved. I don't think he starts. Let's see what happens. James right center back. Okay, makes sense. So the same thing. So you're saying if we go with this structure, then James here. Okay, let me say Gusto here. Yeah, I think we're saying the same thing. We'd have too many defensive-minded players on the pitch. Then James, who's played in the right center-back position. And by the way, I'm not quite sure. I'm not too sure about. Do I even have James here? There you go. Yeah, I get it. I understood that was wrong, but then we'd have too many defensive players on the pitch. That would be, let's say, if we go like this. Yeah, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could argue 7 defensive players on the pitch. I don't want that to happen. So let's see Reece James as a starting player. No worries. Let's go like this. Where's James? Here. it doesn't really matter in my opinion. Gusto here, it doesn't really matter because yeah, Gusto can actually start over him. Rotational doesn't mean you're inferior to the starting player. That's why I created this to avoid the argument stretching unnecessarily. But I think it works. Yeah, using the rotational row and everything there. Let's see, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 62 people, and a lot of that, more than 50% of that on X. If you're following the show on X, keep dropping the like. Make sure you are tapping your screen to help us gather more likes there. And also, or like it the usual way. And also, please be sure to follow our RX account to help us gain more followers there. And the next time we go live, you want to miss it. Rhys James is CFC, and CFC is Rhys James. Yeah, I think he stays. I don't think the club sells him. That coffee doesn't sound good. Just go away. What is this guy doing? Go sit through your boring meeting there. Don't come take it out of me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Most likely it's relatively cold. You get used to extreme temperature and the negative H place. Let's go. Get some more sugar for coach so he can have sweet coffee. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along with like people. 40 likes. I think that's good enough, but we can do it way better than that. Let's get it to 100 likes as soon as possible, people. We can do that. Constantin Dante and quick touch up on your preference so far. The CC Chilwell is overrated. I'm going to say this again without mentioning his nationality. I think he's a good player, but I would take Cucurella over him anytime, any day, and I've explained that already. Player needs to be sold. Our best left back is Matson than Cucurella. Unfortunately, Matson isn't here. I think he's going to be sold anyway. We have a financial situation, and Matson, as long as Pochettino is our manager, do I think he'd come back? I don't think he will. Coach, I want to know about Kendra Pies, the team that Chelsea loaned him. He's not on loan. He will remain at his current club until he turns 18. He's not on loan. But you could call that a loan technically because he's there, but he's not allowed to join us until he turns 18. Yeah. Not about nationality. Yeah, I just want yeah. Without I have to be honest. There are a lot of English players that I love so much, but yeah, not about nationality at all. And you know I'm not into that. So we started out the left back. So this one picks itself. Let's say the 260s right now. You could go with this. Casado and Enzo Fernandez, the 260s, the starting sixes. Then I think Ugo Chiku should be here. Let's use this guy, Romeo Lavia. Should we put Romeo Lavia on the? Let's see. Let me choose. Let's use the poll. Let me bring Lavia out here. Let's see where Lavia falls into. And for the defenders, I think we can all agree Malang sell definitely, whether we want that to happen or not. Ian Manson, we know he will be sold, whether we like it or not. Any other CB there? I don't think we have any more CBs there. I think these guys will be sold. These two will be sold. Ian Martin will be sold in the summer because we need the money. Let's see what else we have here. Only when it comes to captaincy. Yeah. Okay, let's go. I was gonna ask a category for Romeo Lavia. Let me ask that question. Category for Romeo Lavia. But I think, in my opinion, I think Lavia is good enough to be placed under the rotational, him and Leslie Gochukwu under the rotational role. And I think Cesare Casade, not even there. It's not even there. Romeo Lavia, let's go. Category for Romeo Lavia. Needs time. Needs time. One of them. Rotational. I think rotational, really. I think Romeo Lavia will free Moses Casado. Because there's more to Moses Casado's game than a lot of people know. But right now, because we don't have too many players available for selection, right now he's being used as a 6 and 6. He's being charged to protect our defensive line, leading to him not having the independence to get closer to the final third. We've seen him on 2 occasions create two good chances, and I think we scored from those chances. We've seen him orchestrate defense, excellent defense, or delicious, if you prefer, defense splitting passes that's led to us scoring 2 good goals. He's that good, but because he's been charged to protect our defensive line, and traditionally he's not a DM, in my opinion, I think we can get more out of him when he has the independence, the freedom to be whatever he likes to be on the pitch. Not about, yep, I think I agree. Only when it comes to captaincy, I agree with that one too. Ugochukwu, yep, let's see. A starter for me, Romeo Lavia. I think starter, even if he plays as a rotational, it doesn't really matter in my opinion. Which means he can also start. But let's see what people are picking. Them 100% needs time. Wow, not even rotational at this point. I think you could argue it makes sense to say Romeo Lavia needs time. Because at least he needs to be fit. But I wouldn't mind putting Romeo Lavia on the rotational because he's that good. But a lot of people will go with needs time because he's been out injured. I've seen enough in tiny amount of time he played. You could argue that over Gallagher, of course. Now he's just gonna be playing deeper, and since under Pochettino, Gallagher doesn't play deep. He hardly plays it, starts in a deeper position for all. Where is there no starter option? The first line is starter. Did you leave your glasses in the bedroom? It's about 20% discount or getting someone who can deliver. Yeah. Because today, yeah, I'm not seeing him anywhere here. Where is he? Oh, okay. Okay, Palma, Ugochukwu. Yeah, because today isn't in the picture here, unfortunately. Coach, try adding the option for starter for Lavia. Oh, okay. So let me redo that. If Lavia is starting, he's going to be starting at one of the sixes, which means which would mean that Casado or Enzo would drop to the rotational option. Yeah, because Gallagher doesn't play deep. If that's the reason you're going there. So let's see what else we have here. Category. Okay. So now I know what Constantine was saying. Category for Lavia. Let me just go Lavia. So starter needs time. Rotational. I think it's gonna create a problem if we add them to starter. I don't know. Rotational. Yeah, let's go with that one. So let's see what else we have here. Okay. Lavia hasn't kicked the ball for us yet. He needs it to be brought in carefully. So yeah, I'd say Ian Matson a guarantee sell. While Ward should be in the market. Yeah, Heston, he's something the manager. Again, if we switch managers, I don't think Pochettino. He wants. We know how good Ian Matson is. You know, and I know. Unfortunately, the plan is to sell him. That's a clause there. It's already a clause. £35 million or so clause for a permanent purchase, and I think Borussia Dortmund will most likely trigger it. And if they trigger it, I don't think they will finish the season and not trigger it, given how good he's been for them. So so that's most definitely he's going to leave. Yeah, we convinced him to put the pen to paper for a new contract, and also convinced him we convinced him to agree to us adding a release clause on his new contract. And yeah, and it happened. So if you were the directors at Borussia Dortmund, wouldn't you agree to that, given how good he's been for them? Yeah, that's why not enough votes because start option for Lavia. If Lavia becomes a starter, then one of either Casado or Enzo Fernandez would drop down to being would drop down to being he's a rotational player. And remember, we've talked about is that the player is in the rotational role doesn't mean that the player cannot start. This role just reduces the argument you can say saves us time with regards to the argument of who should be a starter, who should be. You can say and who shouldn't be. We have a lot of players that are capable of starting. Um, there's no starter options. Yeah, I've added that already. Gallagher will be chopping oranges, but you get my argument there. Gallagher doesn't play in that position. So if you started trying to change him with if you're trying to change him with Romeo Lavia, it doesn't work. So that which was why I've been telling you guys, Romeo Lavia's return doesn't mean Gallagher won't be playing. If anything, mention a player that plays further forward. That's because the manager doesn't use Gallagher deep, even though some of us have called that for him to can the manager to start using him in a much deeper position. Gallagher will be great at keeping subs. Let's see. I believe when Lavia fully fit, plan would be for him to beat. Yeah, I think he's better at beating the press than all the players will have. So, which means even in a 4-3-3 structure, even if Lavia starts essentially in a 4-3-3 structure, flanked by Enzo Fernandez and Moises Caicedo on the right, Enzo to the left, where he usually plays in a 4-3-3 structure. Lavia is that guy. He has excellent. He reads the game very well. Excellent. He has excellent tackle, excellent passing range, and he's excellent at beating the press. Better at it than any other midfielder we have right now. So I think that role will be his whenever he comes back. That's just my opinion, but maybe Pochettino, you never know. Stick him between the sticks. I believe when Lavia is fully fit, the plan will be for him to be the CDM. Gallagher will be sold, and Enzo and Caicedo will be used as box to box. Even can, in my opinion, I think what's his name? Romeo Lavia is more of box to box than he is a traditional six, more of a hybrid of 8 and 6, in my opinion. But again, he's more suitable to fulfill that sitting six role for us right now, except for Let's Lugachuku, who is traditionally a DM. Enzo is a rotational player at best. He lacks endurance to push it to push an optimal level for 90 minutes. Wow, some argument that I haven't seen here before. Poch will make Lavia our new left back. Yeah. So chances Lavia comes back and Poch will stick him. So Poch will stick him. Poch will stick him in the between the sticks for us. Oh wait, he made Cowell already. Yeah. So chances are he needs one more. So we're just gonna go Lavia here. I think rotational will be okay. It makes sense. He's not fully fit right now because if you say he becomes a starter, then one of these guys will drop down here, if that makes sense. So I think he's capable of starting, but because he's injured, let's just let's just put him in the rotational row, in my opinion. Let's move on. Let's see anything else here. Just make room for Gallagher. Definitely, whether you like it or not, you have to accommodate him right now. From the manager's perspective, I think Ugochukwu should be here. Yeah, the 6-6 row. So now there you go. Let's do. It gets it gets crazy. Let's just do this. Let's do the poll again. Left wing. I'm gonna go with left wing. Let's start the poll here. Left wing for me, I would say yeah, Mudryk. In my opinion, Mudryk. Left wing, I would say Mudryk. Mudryk in the left wing position. Keep dropping the likes on the show, people. 41 likes. We can do way better than that. And later in the day today, yeah, but I'm gonna have the wife do some stuff. Then I'll come back. We want to do a vertical show, focus on news, more like it's the same thing because we always keep it interactive. So all our shows have always been more like you can say one-on-one with the panelists here, but that one would be just you and I. But I can accommodate some senior panelists here if they have time. Mudryk, Raheem Sterling. I would say, in my opinion, if we're really building for the future, I say Mudryk left wing for me, in my opinion. But we'll still go with what the poll says. Rotational, Raheem Sterling. Where is he? Is he even here? Or do I have my glass? Okay, I would say I don't need glasses. I already have my glasses on. Let's see what else we have here. Coach again not following poll votes. That's how am I gonna solve it? If we're gonna go with that, which of the two sexes we already have as starters will drop out? You have to do that. You really have to drop one of them. We can't overload. We can't or have all of them at the same time. Except we're assuming the starting structure will be 4-2-3-1. And we've all agreed the fact that the player is in the rotational role doesn't mean that that player cannot start. You could argue that this particular 11 can also start over this guys. So let's just leave it at that. And I said I intentionally added this rule to save us time in terms of who's starting out there. Otherwise, we're gonna be here till tomorrow. But just go in, man. Coach, loan to Newcastle United, an option to buy. Okay, who? Okay. Triple T saying Ugochukwu was pocketing the likes of Neymar in League One. He's an all-action CDM. Yeah. But a lot of Chelsea fans don't know him that much, and they will argue, Ugochukwu isn't really too raw. After playing how many minutes? Go watch him in League One. He commanded the midfield for I think it was Reims. Yeah, he commanded the midfield for Reims. I hope I'm not misquoting the club. I've seen clips and I've seen him live because I followed him, given and was hoping the time that the NFA would be able to convince him to represent Niger instead of France. The chance is still there because he hasn't played for the France national team. He's that good, and I'm just being truthful. It's just that the manager, like a lot of people will say, probably doesn't have the cojones to give the younger players a chance, to even give them enough time. Ugochukwu is an excellent player, and here's one thing that he has that I haven't seen in some of the players we have. I would say again, there was a game he started for us. What stood out for me on that particular day was how, when he's not putting in the tackle to recover the ball from the opposition players, he was always occupying spaces to make it difficult for the opposition players to progress the ball. That's something you want from your DM. Ugochukwu reads the game very well, and I think he has a future here. Maybe, I'm not too sure. Probably we'll sell him in the future, but he's an excellent player. He's such a talent that even if Chelsea didn't give him enough playing opportunities, he'd get the chance to play elsewhere and probably succeed. In my opinion, do I think he'd get the chance at Chelsea? It's difficult to say. Really, I don't think so, because we have much costlier players lined up for the same position, except that the manager realizes Ugochukwu is actually the more traditional DM we have within our ranks and should be starting and find a way to accommodate other players. I'm not too sure what's going to happen. So as chances are he'd be loaned out. But right now, given the numbers we have, I think it won't be bad to have him as a rotational player. I agree with you, Coach. Mudryk left wing. I think that's what I'm going to do, really. If I were the manager, yeah, of course. Do vote who gets dropped out of Lavia, and Lavia and who? Yeah, Lavia and who? Let me know. It's because Lavia doesn't play in the 10th position. So when we get to the 10th position, chances are Gallagher falls into the category of say we'll use the poll to decide. Most likely, a lot of people will vote that he's going to be sold. So we will. Lavia for Enzo Pochettino is it's a clueless gaffer. I don't think he has much of a future with Poch. Other managers maybe. We'll see. Ugochukwu, right? It doesn't look like he'll get too many playing time, enough playing time under Pochettino, probably. So he will get sold or maybe loaned out, and then if he becomes exceptional on loan, then we'll be forced to bring him back. Ugochukwu is fantastic, a future talent. I think we should rotate him with Lavia. He's an excellent talent, actually, but we're underrating him probably because we didn't spend that much money. We didn't pay that much money to sign him. And like I said, there are 100 again, three. You can say three at least. Three players we paid another 50 million for. Two of them 100 plus lined up before him, so it'd be difficult for him to start. We get to that in a bit. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's see. I'm not going to talk about that. So right now we go. I'll go Mudryk there. Right wing, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Right wing, we know who takes that. We'll get to that in a bit. So Keparis Balaga isn't even there so that we can have him. Yeah, definitely sell. We know that. Lukaku also isn't there, so I should have used a different one. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding time to join the show. 41 likes, and we're again, we still have a total of 65 people watching, and nearly 55% of that on X. So let's go right wing. Let's go with right wing right now. Right wing, we have let's go, let's like this. Right wing will show Madueke is there. Cole Palmer is there. I think Cole Palmer, that right wing will be his. Sterling can actually play there too, but I think it's mainly deployed on the left hand side. Cole Palmer, we don't have too many options there. So let's see. Let's hear you start say Palmer, but I'm just gonna go with Cole Palmer here. Right wing, Noni Madueke here. Yeah, that's Madueke there. Noni Madueke here. My opinion. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes are to go a long way. Let's see anything else to address here. Where were we? We've read that one, this one, this one. Yeah, and yeah, I understood what he meant to type. The Chalobah, the Sheila, Kepa, Stalin, Maxon, Hall, Broya, and Chalobah. Thank you. The Chelsea 1234. Nice to see you. Let's not risk Lavia. If he plays, he will be injured again. We're not talking about playing him. We're just having fun here. JC must have voted for Stalin. Selling Badishile is crazy. I don't think the club will sell him. He's an excellent player, in my opinion. But you don't know. We don't know what's going to happen anyway. Chelsea should bring Angela Gabriel on loan, back on loan. I prefer him than Madueke. I think they're two different. They operate differently. In my opinion. Let's see anything else we have here. Palmer in the 10 better. No, Palmer is actually better playing, but he's better. I get it where you're going with that. Better than Gallagher in the 10 role. Palmer, Madueke on the right. Let's see what we'll do here. Let's see. We need who? Kulia, who you mentioning there? Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. 41 likes, you can do well better than that. If you haven't liked the video, please keep dropping drop a like on the stream, people. So let's see. Let's right wing Palma. I think Palma takes the right wing. So number 9, I think that was selected. So Jackson. What should Chelsea do with Broya? I'm not too sure what to say with that one. So we're gonna use the poll. Oh, okay. Let's go with 10. Let's go with number 10 first. Number 10, I'm gonna go with Nkunku there, and in my opinion, and Cardi Chikwemeka has a rotation at 10 there. But we know the manager isn't gonna do that. But we're just having fun anyway. 92% Cole Palmer right wing. So let's go with 10. And so with the number 10 position. Coach, why are we doing this exercise with posts if you don't listen? Which one didn't I listen? I listened. You said we'll fix that. If you're saying that I should plug in Romeo Lavia as a starter, then you need to tell me who to drop. Casado or Enzo Fernandez. Yeah, and I've told you the rotational role was again added intentionally to reduce the fight, to save us time, not to sleep here forever, trying to to see who wins the argument of who starts where. So let's go with 10. Okay, number 10 position. There you go. Let's see what happens there. Number 10 position. I know a lot of people, even they don't like Gallagher, they don't respect him. That's unfortunate. Okay, Conor Gallagher, Christopher Nkunku. I think Conor Chukwuemeka can also play there. And do Conor Chukwuemeka. Conor Chukwuemeka. There you go. So let's hear you. So I would say, yep, for the 10. Again, let's just go with that. Gallagher is there. Let's see what people will do there. We need an attacking midfield in 10 role. Gallagher has zero offensive abilities. Nathaniel, I wouldn't pick him there too. If we're playing with a 4-3, then I wouldn't mind playing Gallagher as the RCM because he can fulfill that role very well. We're just having fun. We know fully well that Gallagher will still start in the 10 role under Mauricio Pochettino. It'd be difficult to see him do anything differently. Sterling must be dropped against Leicester City. Let's see what happens there. And Nkunku didn't even start 10 games this season. Yeah, unfortunately. Coach, is it true we're linked to Bruno Guimaraes? I've seen that report before, but I'm not sure what to make of it. Let's see. Dante. Okay, wait. Let's see. Gallagher lacks the skills set in football and IQ to play in the 10 role. But the manager. Some update here. Let's look at it. Let's see. An update from the Chelsea saying the Chelsea trio named in the England squad. Let me see. Who keep dropping the likes on the screen, people? The likes to go a long way. 57 people watching and nearly 80% of that on X. Please, if you haven't, join us on here and drop a like on the stream. Let's see. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 3 Chelsea players named in England squad. Ben Chilwell, isn't he injured? So why is he named in the England squad? Conor Gallagher and Cole Palmer, of course. I suspected those were the 3 when I saw that on my screen. I knew that was what you want to say there. Christopher and Congo in the 10 role makes sense. Okay, Conor Chukwuemeka making 29%. That's 7 votes. I'm gonna let that run for a while so that we can get enough sample size so it doesn't come across as if I'm just plugging in people I want there. Let's see what else do we have here. Conor Gallagher. Okay, let's see. 8 votes in total. Christopher Nkunku for the number 10 role, 62%. Conor Chukwuemeka 25%. Conor Gallagher 12%. Wow. Concerning. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. 41 likes, and we are 2 hours into the show. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people, and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I know you think I don't know. Sal Gallagher, if Nkunku played 10 EFL Cup final, we will have 1. Wow. I like Triple T. It needs to come up. Needs to come up. My goodness. Triple T, don't let them drag you down to the negative edge place. That's what they do. They don't like Gallagher one bit. They don't respect his contributions. They just hate him. And they don't even recognize that he's the manager's most important player. If you want to see things from the manager's perspective, it's I'm not sure. Don't listen to them. Really, don't listen to them. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 41 likes. We should be doing way better than 41 likes. And we are how many minutes? 2 hours into the show. So let's see. Nkunku wins the 10 argument, 9 votes, 56. I don't think that changes. Nkunku in the 10 role. I think that will actually reduce the amount of running he'd be doing than him playing in the number 9 role. Nkunku there. So I'm going to go Conor Chukwuemeka there. Number 9. Nicholas Jackson right now. That changes, we know, but we have to make do with what we have. Let's see. Coach, hate is a strong word. Some people do. I get it. You're always objective. We don't hate. Only people that have been to H place before say it. Just go away. Okay, let's say. Yeah, the goalkeeper, we haven't actually done that. Let's see. Petrovic for me is a starting goalkeeper, in my opinion. And right now, Sanchez should be the second goalkeeper. Bettinelli, I think I would take what's his name? I would take Sanchez over Bettinelli in my opinion. We don't have some of those players here actually missing. I didn't pay attention to the players we have it to realize that some of those players are missing actually. So Nkunku starts there. So let's see. Okay. David Washington is here. Amanda Bure is out on loan. But still, what should Chelsea do with him? What should Chelsea do with Amanda Bure? So we'll add him to the list. So let's see if people want him to stay or continue on loan or come back to be the rotation of number 9. I'm not too sure. But let's ask the question we have to select. Rotating 9. Let's go with that. Number 9. So we're going to add Brea there. And then we have next David Washington. He's a player I really would want the managers to give an opportunity. I'm not sure why he isn't playing. I'm not I'm not too sure really. Yeah, so let's go with that. Let's hear you. So Broya, it's looking like the club are gonna sell him. So I'm just gonna drop him in there. The selection. So this isn't complete. We're missing a few players. Thiago Silva, I wouldn't say sell. I think he leaves the club. Trevoh Chalobah most likely to sell, but let's use the poll first. See what happens there. David Washington 100% up there. I think that's what it's gonna end up being. Broya will most likely not come. I don't know. Let me not say most likely. I'm not too sure what's gonna happen. Okay, we have a problem here. So we do have a problem there. We have to resolve the Conor Gallagher issue. If I did this alone, I would pick him. I would pick him. At least even if again for the reason of respecting the manager's preference, I would pick him. Or the fact that he's done well, it's not his fault that the manager starts him in the number 10 position, really. So maybe this exercise we should have found one with all the players we need. We're missing some players there. Let's see. Everybody knows I am a spitting facts. Cooley, thank you for that. Keep spitting facts. Nkunku in the 10. He didn't even play. Yeah, but I think that's where he's going to be starting if we have all these players available for selection. I think at most the only difference will be we see Nkunku Jackson in the 10 role or somewhere else, or someone that's playing the 10 role, and Nkunku playing the number 9 position because he said he sees himself as number 9. Poch only likes physicality. He should start a production company. Vic ran away with all these cool people in today. Vic's probably at work. Hollywood. Let's see. Broya can go. I think Broya is going to be sold anyway. Let's see. Yeah, he's there. Jackson all day. Yeah. Washington isn't playing because he's doing too well with the reserves. He needs to learn to stop scoring and assisting for the reserves so that they will be selecting him. I don't know why the manager hasn't given him an opportunity. Coach, is that Washington or Fafana? This is Washington. Yeah. This is David Washington there. No, Dante, it's the one which yeah, Hollywood physicality. So if you're in the chat while you're there, drop your questions there. Ian Manson winner is going to be sold. Chalobah, it would take a lot to convince the club to not sell him. Yeah, it would take quite a lot to convince the club to not sell him. Ugochukwu, I think, will still be here. I'm not too sure. Chances are he'd go out on loan soon. So maybe I have to ask that question to see where we'll put Ugochukwu. So let me bring Ugochukwu out, and I'll ask the question what you think happens, whether he stays or whether he goes out on loan. We'll find out. Bettinelli, so rotational, but Bettinelli has to be rotational. And because he's still there, I don't think the club will sell him. Probably won't make enough from selling him. So let's put Bettinelli there. Yeah, Thiago Silva, what category? We don't have one more category. He's gonna leave. We know that. Let's see. Let me ask this about Conor Gallagher. So let's see what people. I think he's still gonna. I don't know. It's difficult to say what happens, but let's just use the poll. Yeah, of course. I'm just wasting time. I know the outcome already. Conor Gallagher. Conor Gallagher category. Let's see. Okay, sell, rotational. Okay, Conor Gallagher, sell, rotational. And while we wait for the people to participate in the poll so that we can decide what to do, please keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 41 likes, but not a lot of views in the back end. That's because probably we've postponed this show 3 times. But we have the international break to have some more fun. Coach, what's going on with these 13? Do we have 13 starting players? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, we don't have 13 starting players. No, not needs time to learn. I don't know which one needs time. Do I think maybe Ugochukwu needs time? So we're gonna do something for Ugochukwu, whether he needs time or not. Latvia doesn't need time. Madueke maybe comes into the argument, but we don't have too many options. For the right wing, we don't have too many options. So Madueke stays there. He said, if you have more options, then yeah, you can you can say, yeah, let's contemplate which way Madueke goes. Silva can be yogurt yoga teacher, yeah, to help the players improve their longevity. Remember, Trevor, it's a pure profit. These current owners don't have our club at heart, but after the bottom line, even if you're after the bottom line, I think uh, yes, then you're entitled to your opinion, but I wouldn't go to the extent of saying the new owners don't have the club at heart. I'm just going to leave it at that. That's an argument for another day. At the end of the season or tours, we know who is leaving. I think there's a lot of people for sure. Trevor Chalobah. They've always wanted to sell him. Do I think he stays? And after we know the fact that Fofana will come back, but Yeshile is still here. And chances that had Batashile been fully fit, Chalobah won't be playing that much. Gallagher has a section all to himself, which is sad. I think that if we are to believe all the rumors, people will most likely go for the club selling him. And if we're to believe that the contract negotiations with this camp have stalled, he will most likely leave. I don't see the club risking him staying and then end up leaving as a free agent. I don't think they would risk that. So if you have any questions, drop it in the chat. I'll try to address it. If I cannot, I'll try to call on people there to help me address it. Even though Chalobah is pure profit, his bank average. So wow, I think he's a good defender. He may not be as flamboyant as other defenders we have. I think it's an excellent defender, in my opinion. Coach, why is there no starting 11 options for Gallagher? I'm not sure what you want me to do there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream. It was among our Champions League winning squad. Who was? Who in particular was? I want to know. Let's see. If you're average and homegrown, you should be sold for the money and to add better for the team. Heston, I don't care who sold and who stays. Sometimes you sell players that you say that I like for one reason or the other, I'd complain. But as long as you bring in a better replacement, I'll take it. That's what big clubs do. If you can get a better player, get a better player. It's as simple as that. So James, start Gusto. Let's see facts. Let's see what else we have here. Great defender and versatile at that centre back. Yeah, I like Chalobah a lot. I like Chalobah a lot, but unfortunately, it looks like he's going to be sold anyway. I'd also sell Sanchez. But right now, given what we have, I'd rather Sanchez start over Bettinelli. So he'd be there. So you can't say sell him. And I don't think we're looking to sign a new goalkeeper right now. So Sanchez will stay for a while. Trevor was who will buy a striker? I don't know, but I'm concerned for some reason. I'm concerned that we're not going to be spending as much money that it will take for us to sign the likes of a Victor Osimhen or Victor Gyökeres. I'm not too sure. Is it true? Coming to Chelsea, who? Did you misspell the name? I'm not familiar with that name. Mudryk needs time. You think Mudryk needs time? Okay, then we let me bring Mudryk out and still go back. And we'll use the poll. We'll bring Mudryk out here to see if in this time. I think given that the option we have in that position is this Sterling and him, I think he starts in my opinion. But we use the poll. So the poll here says for Conor Gallagher, how many votes in total? 8 votes in total. 62% thinks he's gonna be sold, or maybe wants him sold. So we're not that specific to figure out why people voted sell. Are you talking about Nketiah, the Arsenal player? Uh, uh, I'm not sure what happens there. Cole Palmer, Benchio, Gallagher in the England team. Yeah, the three of them we've addressed that. If Mudryk needs time, Sterling needs time out. Yeah, so I think we should keep Mudryk there. I think people will still vote in favor of him staying. I think so. So let's just leave him where we had him. Yeah, we had him. Is that here? We had him there. I think he should stay where he was. Conor Gallagher, 8 votes. I'm gonna give that time. So if you have any questions, drop it in the chat and I'll try to answer it. If I cannot, I'll ask those in the chat to help me answer the question. Is this fun? Again, everything comes down to the manager's preferences. We're just having fun here. Okay, let me take a sip of my coffee. All right, we'll see. How does Showell get an England team? And he's injured. Yeah, I don't understand. I honestly do not understand. Why Chilwell is in the England squad if he's out injured. That he's still being assessed by the Chelsea medical team. So I'm not sure why Southgate has called him up for the England assignment. So I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what to make of that. Yeah. Let's see, 100%. We need 19 million by June. I think we'll get there easily, actually. That's because we'll get a 20 plus for Ian Matson, around that. No, 35 million actually for Ian Matson. Correct me if I'm wrong. 20 plus for the sale of what's his name, the one at Newcastle, on loan at Newcastle. That's close to 60. I think we'll get there. There are other ways the club can also make money to make that up. I'm not too concerned. We get some money. Hopefully, somebody comes in for Lukaku. And then we get some money. Do I think I don't know if we'll get any money from the sale of Hakim Ziyech, given I think I'm not too sure the construct of his contract, current Chelsea contract. I'm not too sure. But let's see what happens. I think we'll be able to make that money. Was in our academy. Couldn't credit in Ketia. Yeah, is it Eddie? Is his first name? We are getting 4 million for Broya loan. That counts too. Yeah, that counts. And yeah, if he doesn't start Fulham's remaining games, then they'd have to pay us 4 million plus. If Musiala gets sold, we have about 16 million coming from an 18 million sell from the selling cost. It depends on how much they sell them, but we'll find out. Gallagher somehow made it to rotational player in the poll. Really? 11 votes, 55%. Let's give it more time. I think I'd pick him for rotational. He's a good player to have in the squad, and I've said this a thousand times. Every team needs a Gallagher, and he's shown that he can actually get better. He will only get better and much better than he was last season. And I'd say if we play with a 4-3-3 structure and you're playing him in the RCM position, he'd do more. He played there for He played there in a similar position for Crystal Palace, and he was excellent for them. Finished the season again, was on form all through. It wasn't like he was in and out of form in that position. But let's see what happens. You could argue that deploying him in multiple position hasn't actually helped. I still have him in our squad. Musical is not getting sold for just 18 million. It happens to you. Where's Chelsea Ultra? I want him to get back at you, given the fact you laughed at him when he said, what was that he misspelled? We're humans. So this happens to the best of all. Best of us. I wish Chelsea Ultra was still here so that he can make fun of you. Oh my gosh. Yes, Gallagher, great squad player. I always say that. I think we should keep him and he can get better. He can only get better. He's proven that he's improving. How much did Sancho get sold for? I think 90 plus. I can't quite remember how much Manchester United paid for him. I can't quite remember that, but a lot of money anyway. And he scored yesterday for Dortmund in the Champions League. Coachella, where is Sterling? I cannot see his face. Rotational. Rotational. This is Sterling here. Yeah, he said it's cut off a bit, so it's difficult to recognize that that's Sterling actually. Let's see, Sterling already in Saudi Arabia. There's a possibility that's the case, but I don't know. 41 likes, people who can do much better than 41 likes. Please keep dropping the likes on the stream and also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We will do a vertical show later in the day. Later in the day to cover the news we're not able to cover right now. Auto spell correct. Yep, your device is trying to show, excuse me, that it knows you very well, but ends up proving that yeah, it knows nothing about you. Yeah, fantastic was the one I was I was looking for. Please everybody support the Strasbourg in the French League because he would because it would damage our owners' reputation if they get relegated. Uh, hmm. He will, he will, he will in so many ways. In all honesty, I think they will stay up. Yep, keep dropping the likes on the show. People that likes to go with West Lukaku and Kepa both aren't there. I didn't pay attention when I selected this one. I think what I'm gonna do, I would develop mine, just like we developed the lineup exercise. Then I think we develop our own version of the tier list and make it even better. And if we develop ours, we won't be seeing all these advertisements on the window. So yeah, we're gonna develop ours, and it's easy actually. Um, yep, we should develop our own, but we don't have time now. We're still working on this guy right now. This guy isn't perfect yet. Still, a lot of feedback to help make the lineup this one better. So we have to finish with this one before we develop something similar to this. But that's by the way. Let's see. What do we have here? Sell 54% once Gallagher sold. I'm guessing that's driven by people's opinion, not really what they believe will happen. Why people are installing into my basket? Both Stalin and Mudryk haven't been excellent. I don't like average players. Stalin was a bit better. Mudryk are trying to catch him. Mm. You know fully well that a lot of people will select Mudryk over Raheem Sterling. I'm quite sure you know that. No, no need to even argue about that. I get it. Who Yeah, good question there. Given good excellent question, and I like it. Who is musical? You should ask him that question there. Who is musical indeed? Starling to Saudi Arabia, here we go. Absolutely. It's not happening. You know that quite well. It would be difficult. But if Sterling again, if he's gonna leave Chelsea, it will most likely be a Saudi Arabian club. So I agree. Good for their you could say brand, their league brand enhancing process. It would be good for them. Yep, Sterling is that guy, and they're probably the only club in the world. capable of paying him more than we're offering. Let's see. We've seen Mudryk cannot really play on the wing. Plays better centrally. I mean, you could argue that that's the case, but you never know. We're not too certain right now. Ben Chilwell and Benoit Badiashile in training gear today. Could they be back? So, if they're in training gear today, good question there. Chances are they'd be back. I don't know. And we see that particular report that, yeah, Ben Chilwell and Benoit Badiashile. Just give me Benoit Badiashile. Nothing much new there. Let me see. Just looking for any new items that we can. Jamie Vardy comment. We've addressed that. Yeah, nothing much to talk about. So if you have any questions here in the chat, drop it and I'll try to address it. I'll try to do a vertical show later in the evening. If Musiala, musical Musiala. I mean, you could argue he plays a musical tune with his feet. I'd take that. Ask the coach how many sugars he takes when watching Chelsea games. I don't take sugar. I'm not into sugar, and I stopped using sugar. We don't even have sugar in the house. We don't have sugar in the house, and that changed. I used to use sugar a lot until I got married. Yep, I got married 2014, 2015. Since then, I hardly use sugar except if we go somewhere. And now, again, I just want to have that feel of how sugar tastes. I'll sneak out and add sugar to my coffee and drink it. My wife stopped me from using sugar, so I'm not into sugar that much. Nope, I don't. People consume a lot of products that have sugar in it. So yeah, coach, did you hear that we paid another $1 million for that set piece coach? Was he from Brighton? Not from Brighton. From Brentford. And also after when we addressed that report, I heard from I think Rich Moneymaker and also Constantine Dante that even Man City got their set piece coach from Brentford, and Arsenal did the same thing. And I've heard people, you can say a lot of good stuff about that set piece specialist that we signed. But here's the thing, I'm going to be honest. When I saw that, what came to mind is was when we hired the mentality coach for Graham Potter and all that. And yeah, we did everything for Graham Potter. Hired a mentality coach. I think we also hired a hamstring specialist, but that one not for him really. But you get my point there. Brentford, yeah. Yep, you could argue that. Yep, my wife stopped me from using sugar. So since 2014, we don't have sugar in the house. We don't. Yeah. People that been to the H place, not very sweet. All right, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream. If you have any questions, drop into the chat. Nothing new to address here. I think we've addressed everything. The exercise have been fun, but the issue here is that we haven't had we don't have some of the players here. We don't have Lukaku, Kepa, Rizabalaga. Also, we don't have those guys on loan. We don't have too many of them. So we're gonna stop this one. So sell people want Gallagher sold, unfortunately. But if I did this alone, I would put him as a rotational player. Unfortunately, a lot of people want him sold. But that's don't hold your breath, believing that will happen. So Ugochukwu, I'm gonna bring Ugochukwu out. We're gonna do a vote here. What we think will happen. To Ugochukwu. No, she got text me. I just and I will send you. No, please don't. I don't want it. I don't want it. I think I've learned actually it was a good thing that I stopped at the time from people. And what I've seen research, so if you use sugar, like somebody said, it fries the brain. There, sugar is on everything else. So yeah, so why is it you use it separately again? So sugar is in everything else we consume. The bread, some of the food you eat, there are some type of sugar in it, but not processed sugar though. So you not using the processed sugar at home leads to you consuming less of it. But we're not here to give medical advice or anything. Good point, Constantine. Let's see what we have. Pochulos, just go away. So let me put up a poll now. I want to ask Let's look at Chuku. What category? I don't think the club will sell him. Maybe on loan. but I'm not too sure. But given how thin we are in that department, I think he stays. I think he stays. The manager kept him in the first place. Category for Leslie Ugochukwu. Category for Leslie Ugochukwu. There you go. Let's say we have rotational, one option. Rotational. We have next time, one option. Just give me a second. Rotational. Next time. Okay, one option, loan sell. And sell, another option here. Right, the poll is up. Let's hear your opinion there. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. Let's see what else we have here. Crisp, yeah, not good at all. Yeah, back with you. This is saying I was shocked in the USA in breads. It's like high percentage sugar. Yeah, but coach, I want to know if Moriela and Washington will be on the bench against Leicester City. How do I know? I actually did see one that had Morella in it, so Morella should be part of this conversation. But unfortunately, I picked the wrong application. It doesn't have all the players there, which reminds me that we need to build our own. And I don't think it would take me a week to develop one. It won't take me a week to develop one. Drag and drop is something. Yep. Just make us look very different. I think hopefully I remember to do that. Because I want to know. I don't know. Morella, Washington, maybe. Morella, has he ever been on the bench since he returned from that injury? From the loan spell in League One. He hasn't. I don't remember him being on the bench anytime. Sterling has too much, and that's why he's rotten on the ball. Coach, do you expect players like Angelo Gabriel and Andrea Sanchez to come back in the future next season? No. Angelo maybe. Santos, difficult. That position, the central area is yeah, the sixes or hybrid of 8 and 6, whatever, however you want to categorize it, is tight. It's really tight. And the fact that Pochettino allowed him to live alone shows that yeah, he doesn't care that much about Santos. He doesn't. Yeah, and I think if anybody, any of those kids will get a chance in that area, it would be what's his name? It would be Cesare Casade. It looks like the manager trusts him more. I was actually during preseason, given how well Cesare did during preseason, I actually thought he was going to stay. I thought he was going to stay and Ugochukwu would go out on loan, and the manager had other ideas. So Santos next season, no, especially after that woeful loan spell at was it Nottingham Forest, and then even at League One, he stays on the bench. He's played on occasions, but I don't know how much, but not that much really. Angelo Gabriel, I think he's out injured right now. He played a few good games. He had a few outings with them, but his thing. If anybody, it will be Angelo Gabriel of the two. Santos, no, probably will go out on loan again. That's just my opinion anyway, but we'll find out. Angelo Gabriel, maybe that's because we're thin. We don't have too many wingers, really. We don't. In my opinion. Usmani does it. Usmani does it. Okay, you're having a conversation with does it matter? Okay, you're having a conversation there. Sell Leslie. Wow. Let's see. 62% thinks he needs time. Okay. Australians think American bread is a cake, not a bread. I think it depends on the type. Oh my goodness, this is done. Coach, do you want yesterday match? Did I watch yesterday match? I miss a Champions League. I hope Chelsea qualifies soon. I watched the Dortmund game. I wanted to, the other day I wanted to watch the Arsenal game, but it wanted me to pay for a subscription, so I watched another game instead. But I was following what we call here when people joke with you, following the numbers in an app to see what was going on. And Arsenal, you can argue, yeah, they struggled to beat Porto. Yeah. Let's see. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning. If we don't have anything else to talk about, we'll be rounding off soon. I'm going to search to see if there's anything else out there to talk about. Otherwise, we will call it a day. I enjoy interacting with you. Yes, every now and then it's good if people have time join me on the panel so that you can presented with diversified opinions. Good, because it's all opinion, except when you're presenting facts. You're talking about the center back Monday, because Spotch won't play them anyway. If lucky, we get one. He gets 1 minute. Let's see. Let me see if there's anything else to address here. I don't think there's anything, but I'll check anyway, so that we can just go for a few more minutes before we call it a day. And I want to do another show later in the day. So let's see. I've not been doing a lot of YouTube shots, and that helps me. You can say a lot of our followers. You can say a lot more of our followers consume the YouTube shot, and that's why it has helped grow this channel to the extent it has grown. Let's see if anything else from Pies. Let me search for news items. But if you have any questions, so drop it in the chat, and I'll try my best to address your questions. If I cannot, I will ask for help. I do not know everything. I like it to be. Oh my goodness, I'm not reading this. Leighton, stop doing this to me. We're here to talk about Chelsea and not sugar consumers. Let's see. Okay. Pies here just posted a report from Deservi, saying Deservi, a report from the Times was false. Apologies for anyone who got excited dealing with it now. All that was said was that we have considered him. I'm not sure that report is not complete. I'm not sure that one is complete there. Yeah, breaking this code, Parma called for England's first team squad games against Brazil and Belgium. Jamie Vardy comment, Bali 2 or 3 of the best. Yeah, I think we've talked about that. Baghdad Ibali wants 2 or 3 of the best under 23 players in the world football. In what positions? In every position. Okay, we've talked about the Chelsea's interest in Lenny Euro. Nothing else there to address. So if you have any questions, drop it in the chat. Otherwise, we'll be calling it a day in a bit. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping. Just go away, you guys. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. So a quick roundup. You can say run through of everything we've talked about, so we can call it a day. And Rich Moneymakers is asking, does Stalin? My goodness, I'm done with you guys this morning. Have a great day, bro. Looking forward to the next one. Thank you so much, Victor Adedoyin. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show this particular morning. So let's brush through or run through the items we addressed this particular morning before we call it a day. Thank you for 43 likes, not so much views, but I appreciate you all. We're not a big account yet, but we're getting there. And this one, to confirm the first item, to confirm Jordan has suspended talks with Chelsea until the end of the season. The loss to Liverpool in the final affected their image. Jordan would primarily like to boast about the third or fourth kit in the Champions League. There is no vision to replace a match and away shirts. Next item we address here was about Chelsea's interest in a summer move for talented Leo centre back Lenny Euro. We've talked about that, and we also talked about Chelsea are looking at left backs left backs market for the summer transfer window, as Ian Martin could leave the club at the end of the season, at the end of his loan spell at Borussia Dortmund. CFC monitoring several talented left backs, same as Manchester United. That's not specific at all. And we also do discuss. We did discuss Chelsea. That Chelsea have struck a deal, struck an agreement, a deal, if you prefer, with Brentford to make Bernardo Cueva their new set piece coach from the end of the season. A good acquisition there, in my opinion. Yep. And also we learned that exclusive. That's Chelsea Dodgers quoting Kira Gill. I'm not sure who that is, saying Chelsea has set for a serious windfall if Bayern Munich sells Jamal Musiala this summer due to a 20% sell-on clause. That's a lot of money, in my opinion. So it's not all zero for us. Great show, guys, and we see what else we have here. Constantine Dante just having a conversation there. Let's see. Take care, everyone. Great show. Great crowd in today. Come more often, please. Yep, we appreciate you all. With that, we've come to the natural end of the show. And I want to say thank you to Constantine Dante, Usmani. I appreciate you, Kamara. Thank you so much. Rich Money Makers, Victor Adedoyin. Thank you, my bro. JC. All of you in the chat. And if you find me your name, apologies. I'm only human. And the blue tip again. It's in the chat. Thank you for staying away and making sure that the soundboard worked. So I appreciate that. So the soundboard worked, but much love to you, bro. We have learned a lot about, we have. I agree. I cannot feel the blues. So with that, we've come to the end of the show. And if I miss your name, apologies. I'm only human. See you guys next time. God bless us all and cheers.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain. Pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane. Pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess. What's happening next? He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they drag the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place. I wanna be first, work till it hurts. Dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off from a break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft. You can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life. Better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss. Just my life and free thoughts. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Bloody hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they drag the chains, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. bloody and stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess, what's happening next? He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they drag the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they drag the chains, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, your check is I'm chess, what's happening next? He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take a redemption. Just kill, no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they drag the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they drag the chains, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Mighty hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. Your check is I'm chess, what's happening next? He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine, from pain it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Mighty hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they drag the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Mighty hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they drag the chains, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Mighty hands break through the chains, go free me.
Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less. Your check is I'm chess, what's happening next? He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson. He got a new engine, from pain it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession. All in his possession, you got their attention. I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill, no discretion. Your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Mighty hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they drag the chains, you can say no, free me.
So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change times, rearrange them. Staying on pace, running the race. Life is a chase, I don't want a place, I wanna be first. Work till it hurts, dehydrated thirst till I'm in a hearse. High ambitions and the right mind can take you so far. It's like you lived a few lifetimes. Take off, I'ma break off from the weak minds. They can stay soft, you can change lives, you create thoughts, never waste time. You got one shot, you got one life, better pop off. What do you like? Make a dream job. No 9-5, no mean boss, just my life and free thoughts.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Mighty hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they drag the chains, you can say no, free me. You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me.